got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Tyquan Thornton really got the attention of the NFL when he appeared at the Combine and made a run at the Combine record in the 40 with a 4.28 time, the record at 4.22. He can flat out fly, but when you watch his tape, he also runs routes a lot better than he gets credit for. And with speed like that, he's always going to find a home on an NFL field, and that helps him secure a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown! Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They go play action now. Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Taken in at the 22. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a The Pats at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now Jones, off play action. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, the return is Jones.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Jones, another shot here after the pick 6.
They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the bootleg, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones off the play fake. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Coulter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Patriots 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Still down very big on the scoreboard, but a little feather in their cap here.
And it's a big-time play, and if you don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And Jackson throwing once more.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on second and 10, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Isaiah Coulter.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews from 10 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Patriots 14. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Patriots 14.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Is the gain of 21 yards. First down, Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing Jones. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Ravens 63, Patriots 14. Justin Tucker in the kickoff in Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
A solid stiff arm.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even once...
He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Raven.
Hey, report!
Here's Jackson to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.